Sirait later said due to a technical issue, repairs were made on the Boeing jet prior to the crash and the aircraft was cleared for flight. The Boeing 737 MAX, which went into service just months ago, vanished from radar 13 minutes after taking off from the Indonesian capital, plunging into the Java Sea. Nugroho Budi Wirianto, Deputy Chief of the National Search and Rescue Agency, said the plane lost control with air traffic control around 6:30 a.m. or 11:30 p.m. GMT en route to Pangkal Pinang City, a jumping off point for beach and sun-seeking tourists on nearby Belitung Island.
All out dalam hal ini sudah mengerahkan alat peralatan yang kita miliki dan hari ini sampai siang ini kita sedang melaksanakan penyelaman untuk mencari korban-korban yang ada.
There were 178 adult passengers, 1 child, 2 infants, 2 pilots and 6 cabin crew on board flight JT610. The pilot and co-pilot had more than 11,000 hours of flying time. The Foreign Ministry has confirmed that no Malaysians were on board a Lion Air flight JT610 that crashed into the sea this morning, moments after it had asked to be allowed to return to Jakarta. Commenting further, its Minister Dato' Saifuddin Abdullah said Wisma Putra is currently working closely with Indonesian authorities to monitor the crash situation.
Kita sangat bersedih dengan kemalangan yang berlaku. Dan kita bersipati dengan setiap mangsa yang terlibat dan keluarga mereka. Dari segi maklumat yang kita terima setakat waktu ini, tidak ada warga Malaysia yang berada dalam kapal terbang tersebut. Tetapi kita masih monitor perkembangan ini dengan closely, and we will update you if we have any new informations.
Dato' Saifuddin said this after meeting with lecturers of the Institute of Diplomacy and Foreign Relations at the federal capital. A Libyan national was charged in the Sepang Magistrates Court today for allegedly killing a Telekom Malaysia Berhad or TM staff during a hit-and-run incident at Shaftesbury Square, Cyberjaya on the 17th of October. Now, the accused, Ahmed Abdullah, was charged under Section 302 of the Penal Code for murder and will face the gallows if convicted. The charge against the accused was made before Magistrate Yusna Khadijah Mat Yusof. However, no plea was recorded. The Magistrates Court said remention on the 7th of December for the handover of post-mortem documents, chemistry report and closed-circuit television recording. During the 17th of October incident, Wan Amira Wan alias, who was an assistant manager of GTM event sales, was hit and dragged by a car in front of the Shaftesbury Square shop lot building before she was later pronounced dead at Putrajaya Hospital. Meanwhile, the accused also pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of using drugs on the 19th of October and causing harm to a foreign student at Cyberjaya on the 30th of August. He was charged under Section 15, Subsection 1, Subsection A of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952 and Section 326 of the Penal Code. The court did not grant the accused bail, and the date for remention was set for 7th of December. The Kuala Lumpur High Court today ordered businessman Deepak Jayakrishan, who is being sued by the family of P. Balasubramaniam, to submit the relevant court documents on former Prime Minister Dato' Sri Najib Tun Razak and 7 others before a third-party proceeding is granted. Now, the decision was made by Judge Dato' Azima Omar to set 23rd of November for case management on the position of Dato' Sri Najib and 7 others in the lawsuit made by Balasubramaniam's wife, A. Santamil Selvi, and was informed by Deepak's lawyer Vinod Kamalanathan. Deepak had earlier intended to file a third-party proceeding to obtain indemnity for Dato' Sri Najib, his wife Datin Sri Rosma Mansor and 6 others who are Dato' Muhammad Nazim, Dato' Ahmad Johari, lawyer Tan Sri Cecil Abraham and Sunil Abraham, lawyer Arulampalam Mariam Pillay and Commissioner of Oath Zainal Abidin Muhayyad. This is following the Court of Appeal's grant to strike out the second suit filed by Santamil Selvi and her 3 children last July. Santamil Selvi are seeking damages for losses suffered while in India for over 4 years. The first lawsuit was filed in 2014. Balasubramaniam had been embroiled in controversy over his 2 conflicting statutory declarations on the high-profile murder of Mongolian model Altantuya Sharibu in 2006. Mersing authorities have crippled a drug trafficking syndicate in Mersing and Rompin with the arrest of 2 individuals last Wednesday. Mersing District Police Chief Superintendent Cyril Edward Nuring confirmed both suspects' arrests aged between 33 to 48. Both suspects are believed to have been active for the past 10 months. During an inspection on one of the suspects, 8 packages containing white powdered substance suspected to be heroin was discovered. The 2 suspects also tested positive for the drug methamphetamine. Investigation papers were subsequently opened under Section 39, subsection B of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952. On the same day, Mersing Criminal Investigation Department also made an arrest during a raid on a house near Felda Nita 2, Mersing. Besides the arrests of the 2 suspects, authorities also seized various types of drugs. The case is now being investigated under Section 39B of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952. 7 out of 38 factory bus and van drivers tested positive for drugs following an integrated ops conducted by the Road Transport Department or JPJ in Bayan Lepas, Pulau Pinang. Now, State JPJ Director Muhammad Johari Matnur said the operation, which began at 6 a.m. and ended at 11 a.m. this morning, were conducted at 6 locations around Bayan Lepas. Muhammad Johari said 14 summonses were issued for emitting excessive exhaust smoke, driving without public service vehicle license, driving with expired license, and some of them even drove without any competent driving license. He added 213 summonses and 213 notices were also issued for various offences. The operation involved inspections on 250 factory buses and vans, out of which 104 of them were cited for various offences. Today's operation involved 119 officers and personnel and jointly conducted with the Department of Environment, Police, National Anti-Drugs Agency and the Immigration Department. 2 foreign fishing boats with a seizure worth 1.5 million ringgit were detained by the Kelantan Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency or MMEA for trespassing into Malaysian waters over the weekend. Its director, Captain Maritime Nurul Hizam Zakaria, said 2 skippers and 18 crew between the ages of 18 and 42 were arrested. Both boats and its crew were detained by the MMEA patrol boat KM Jujo in an operation codenamed Operasi Damai, while illegal fishing between 55 and 57 nautical miles from Kuala Tobali in Kelantan. The case is now being investigated.